We are currently navigating a volatile transition, a period defined by rapidly expanding processing power, scaling far faster than our ability to regulate it. Dario Amodei, a biophysicist and the CEO of Anthropic, views this development through the lens of empirical science. He treats the arrival of artificial intelligence as a predictable, mechanical outcome of computational scaling. Amodei's approach is defined by a belief that this transition can only be managed safely if the same mathematical rigor used in physics is applied to the foundations of machine learning. Raised in San Francisco's Mission District, Amodei spent the late 90s dot-com boom largely disinterested in the commercial allure of startups. He was an intense student of the hard sciences, driven by the discovery of immutable mathematical truths. In 2006, while embarking on graduate studies, his focus was personal. His father, Ricardo, succumbed to a rare and debilitating illness after a years-long struggle. The weight of that loss changed 4 years later. In 2010, medical researchers achieved a breakthrough that transformed his father's fatal condition into one with a 95% cure rate. The realization was stark. If the pace of scientific discovery had moved just 4 years faster, his father would have survived. To Amodei, delayed technological progress became the mathematical equivalent of lost human lives. He pivoted to computational neuroscience at Princeton, seeking to decode the complexity of the human proteome. He concluded that human biology was too intricate for the cognitive limits of human scientists, requiring a force multiplier that only machine learning could provide. His entry into artificial intelligence was a biological imperative, a mission to accelerate medical discovery so that no other family would experience that same helplessness. Recognizing that only private enterprise possessed the capital to fund the computing power necessary to model biology, Amodei moved from academia to the corporate sector, eventually leading research at OpenAI. This visualization of the 2020 scaling laws proves neural network performance improves predictably as compute, data, and parameters increase. By applying these formulas, Amodei directed GPT-2 and GPT-3, using over half of OpenAI's computing resources to prove intelligence emerges directly from scale. His work moved the development of artificial general intelligence out of the realm of speculation and into the world of measurable engineering. The validation of scaling laws created an immediate problem. While the cognitive capabilities of these models were expanding, the techniques required to align them with human intent were falling behind. As OpenAI shifted toward a model of stagnant commercialization and deployment, Amodei grew concerned that safety research was becoming a secondary priority. In early 2021, Dario and his sister Daniela Amodei met a split from the organization. They founded Anthropic as a public benefit corporation, a structure designed to prioritize safety over market dominance. The organization was built on the realization that a superhuman system is only an asset if its designers can mathematically guarantee it will remain under human control. To achieve this control, Anthropic developed constitutional AI, a mechanism to align a model's behavior without the need for constant human intervention. The model generates an initial response, critiques its output against a written constitution of safety principles, and revises it to be harmless. These self-corrected responses feed reinforcement learning, allowing the model to automatically internalize democratic values and eliminate human bias. They paired this with a responsible scaling policy, which mandates that rising computational capabilities must be met with specific, escalating cybersecurity and alignment safeguards before a model can be deployed. This architecture provides a proof of concept for the industry, demonstrating that democratic principles can be integrated into the foundation of a model's training process. By selling its Claude series of models to enterprise clients, Anthropic scaled into a $380 billion corporation. This revenue is used to fund the immense energy and hardware costs required for frontier safety research. Amodei's frameworks have since reached the highest levels of government. In testimony before the U.S. Senate, he has called for a democratic entente, a coalition of nations using AI to maintain a strategic lead over autocratic states. Beyond security, he advocates for post-scarcity economic frameworks, such as universal basic income, to prepare for a window in the late 2020s where AI may rapidly substitute for many forms of human labor. In Amodei's framework, the technical success of the intelligence explosion creates an equally urgent requirement for a proactive restructuring of global economics and governance. The ultimate goal is a state Amodei calls safe abundance. He envisions an autonomous country of geniuses in a data center, achieving a century of scientific and medical progress in just 5 to 10 years. This rapid scientific compression would target the eradication of most cancers and infectious diseases, fulfilling the biological imperative set in motion by his father's passing. Amodei's career teaches that survival requires more than just risk mitigation. To manage this transition, we need a concrete vision of the future that artificial intelligence is meant to serve.